Babble Lab.
It's
Otter
Babble
Pop.
Lab.
Otter Poppin's going to be a whole new
I love
reference.
it. I love it.
Otter Pop.
Yeah, so Jeff, everything I'm reading is saying it should be bouncing between -12 and -20.
Yeah, that's the thing we're at.
I don't know
Like,
why.
our upper limit is now 12.
Why not just make that like
Yeah.
0?
Because 0 is when your
too
level
loud.
peaks and you get distortion.
There's no signal.
Nah. I don't know if I agree with that.
My favorite Otter Pop flavor is Alexander the Rape.
That's the one that's forced upon you, isn't it? You have no choice about that.
Yeah,
Otter Pop.
someone holds you down and feeds it to you.
Isn't that the name of the flavors? It's like famous people. There's Alexander the Grape.
Alexander
Yeah.
the Grape, Sir
Grape.
Isaac Lime.
Yeah. That's
Well, it's
Louis Blue Raspberry. That's
Little Orphan Orange.
Little Orphan Orange. No one likes that one though.
Bill Cosby
Yeah.
Brown.
Bill Cosby.
Strawberry. Yeah, Bill Cosby Brown was another force-fed one.
You don't remember the night you ate that one.
It's filled with rubies.
Oh, Otter Pops. Please don't sue us.
Oh God.
Gel Cert.
No, please,
Corp.
no,
We
Gel
love
Cert.
you.
Just know it. I love you, Gel Cert. I have sunglasses with
They're one of my favorite companies.
What's
Gel
Gel
Cert.
Cert?
It's
What
a
is that?
parent company of Otter Pops.
Oh, what else do they make?
A lot of other shit.
Yeah.
Such as?
Like generic freeze pops that aren't called Otter Pops that they sell in less creative territories.
That's just their thing.
places that aren't
They sell them a little bit cheaper.
They're not like
They
they're not
compete against
California.
themselves.
Yeah,
They're makers of fun foods, is what it says here.
that's the trick. Is to be the
That does sound fun.
Sounds like my
products.
sex life.
So they have a lot of freezer bars.
What were those cool pops?
Oh, they they license other flavor. Like they have
Like
Hawaiian Punch, Warheads, Freezer Pops, Jolly
Oh.
Ranch Freezer Pops.
Do you remember the Hawaiian
the-
Punch commercials from the 90s?
was it the one where the woman gets
No, it was-
pregnant and
it
the
was
guy's
a
like
little-
Hawaiian Punch and then
Nope.
no.
It was always this cartoon character, and his solution to everything was violence. It was kind of like Starship Troopers. He's like, how about a little Hawaiian Punch? And then he would hit the person.
isn't that on an episode of Family Guy when he comes in the courtroom?
Probably.
And he's like, oh yeah.
No, that's Kool-Aid.
That's
guy.
Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
British
Shit.
Scott.
Yeah.
Not
My
knowing our
Americanism.
cultural
Yeah.
references.
Kool-Aid.
No, the Kool-Aid Man was another force of cartoon destruction, though.
No,
he was a big problem.
No, he was live
was-
action.
Oh yeah, well,
He
no,
was
he was
live action?
animated though, wasn't he?
Well, he probably was at some point.
Like
but
over the live action thing.
I distinctly remember a couple commercials where a live action giant, like fuzzy mascot punch bowl would come through the
I
wall.
was thinking he was like a Who
just
Framed Roger Rabbit situation,
Oh.
where like he was animated.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like a mix of
But
animated
no,
and live
yeah, I
action.
think you're right though. I think there
Yeah.
was like a mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably an animated one too.
Actually, one of my favorite American TV shows growing up was Barney.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, the
Barney.
Pearl Dinosaur.
I
yeah.
love you. You.
Oh my God, this is happening.
We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from you to you. Let's see, say you love me too, bitch. I remember that one. That was
pretty good.
Yeah, that's fond memories there.
yeah. Bring me back. Bring me back.
I loved how retarded the 8-year-olds were on there that were just blown away.
they
So
were.
like, I'm going to learn numbers today. Oh, addition. Like, aren't you 7?
this should have been. This is the failing of the public school system.
That's right.
Today we're learning the letter B. And you're like, oh.
What is this? Like, wait, you're 9.
So Gel Cert, I feel like I just need to make it clear that we like Gel Cert because I want to get a.
Whoa, speak
Do
for
we
yourself.
want to? Do we want to say will that hurt them more if we like that?
I wanna-
What is-
I-
what
okay.
is- They're gonna release a press
basically-
release. We do not agree with Babble Lab or
We're basically toxic to brands.
Whatever.
Like, we shouldn't be associated with
Whatever statement you need us to make for me to get an Otter Pop tank top, I will make that statement. If it's pro or con,
Everyone likes
So,
Otter
I just
Pops,
want one.
even horrible people.
This can either be a sponsorship or blackmail. You
Cole
pick.
is available for rent.
yeah, he's a complete sellout for
I will sell out for an Otter Pop tank top.
any dessert tank tops.
No, I'm not doing it for flavor ice.
What about Haagen-Dazs?
Whoa, man, you're pissing off Gel Cert now.
I said I want Otter Pop.
Just
Flavor ice is more of an East Coast thing, and Haagen-Dazs.
That was that whole West Coast East Coast feud.
Yeah, that's
Flavor Ice for Otter
That's why
Pops.
Biggie got shot.
Yeah.
He's rapping about
Otter
Flavor
Pops.
Ice. Yeah, and then Team
They Otter popped him several times.
Wait, is that? Never mind.
No. Yeah, that wasn't. Scott, do you want to explain your new term? Otter Pop. We're recording now, right?
This actually refers to a
Wait,
few
are we
episodes.
recording?
Oh yeah, we're recording.
Oh, then let's do this real fast.
Yeah, what's Otter Pop?
We don't need to.
Welcome
do
to
this.
Babble Lab, episode 15.
Yeah.
Wow, we made it 15 episodes.
It feels like more than that.
Yeah.
It feels like a lot more.
Just
didn't
ask
go
our
by
listeners.
fast. I feel like I've seen some shit. I've definitely said some
Welcome
shit.
back to Babble Lab. This is episode 15. Similar to the last two episodes, this is one of our guest series. Today we have a very distinguished, very gentlemanly guest. His name is a good one.
What's just
You
Scott?
forgot his name, didn't you?
No, I was gonna. Why do you keep thinking I forgot the names? I'm trying to build suspense.
Well, you failed.
Well, there might be some more. You British guys really run away with the names, right? Aren't you the first, second of something and the Earl of
Well,
whatever?
yeah, but
yeah.
we generally avoid last names on this show for clear reasons.
Yeah, but
For safety.
Clear reasons.
I don't want to get noticed
At
outside.
all.
Hey, it's very telling. When I met Scott, he was like,
Oh yeah, that's true.
"Oh,
yeah.
you're Jake." Like he had
Your
a mental
reputation
picture that
precedes
had
you.
no.
And
Yeah,
that
didn't
was
line
just
up
my
with-
podcast.
Jake
too.
has
I had an
nightmares of HR calling him in and sitting him down and then just pushing play on a tape deck and then going, "You want to explain this?"
And I used the Shaggy defense. Wasn't me.
And it wouldn't have worked if his last. Actually, it probably still would have worked if your last name was there.
Yeah, I have a very generic last name. That we're not going
We're
to say.
narrowing it down.
Another
Ooh.
clue.
All right, Jake Smith.
Yeah.
You pick the only other name. The
What?
only other generic last name.
Smith.
Oh yeah, there's no. This,
Yeah,
that's
there are
it.
many. There are many.
Now they know the other one.
Yeah,
Generic white guy names. All right, we're moving on. We're getting dangerous. So we're getting into dangerous territory here. Scott, introduce
Hello.
yourself.
Scott, introduce yourself.
Well, he can't really do that without revealing his.
Just say your name.
No, just
Scott.
introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you. He's introduced.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah.
I'm from England. I'm from. Sorry. From
where?
I was too
Scott.
excited.
You forgot.
Yes, I'm from England, and over
Oh.
here, just enjoying the wonders of Babalab.
Because you sound super Australian.
Of course, yeah.
So Scott actually wrote us, one of our earliest listeners, and he said, I'm from England. I'd love to come over and do an episode. And we said, that's really cool.
And expensive.
All expensive
We have
pay trip.
we have a huge budget. Why don't we
Yep.
send you our jet?
Cole blew most of it on hats, but we have a little bit left over.
I mean, the yarmulkes from last episode must have cost a fortune.
No, Jason brought that.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah, you think
I mean, it's
Jews
still-
are going to pay a lot for their headwear?
It still could have cost a fortune, but that one wasn't.
That's
out
where
of
they
the
keep it all.
collection.
Is that why it's so small?
It's to save money.
That was their compromise on price versus
This is-
functionality.
I don't know why every joke I make
Is at
comes
the
off
expense of
as-
Jews.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitic.
I just.
What do you mean comes off as? That's blatantly anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
I'm not
It just-
anti-Semitic though.
But
That's
your
the thing.
jokes are.
But
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
you're certainly portraying yourself that way.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good character, I guess.
You know what you need to do now is befriend a Jew, so you have that out.
Oh, I have,
right.
I have several Jewish friends.
Yeah, you can say that.
That means you're not racist. If you have a
Yeah.
black friend, you're not
That's a
racist.
disclosure,
right?
yeah.
You can say whatever you want.
No.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's
need
how
that-
racism works.
You need that
I
card.
have a Jewish friend because I didn't want to have to pay an accountant. So
I think you might be Jewish.
that's I'm Italian, and Jews and Italians are like
Are they?
we're tight.
He's crossing his fingers.
We're tight. Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
We're kind of wrapped around each other.
Yeah, no, I was explaining for the listeners.
Okay. I thought you were trying to explain to them that I'm lying, and
So-
I'm like, no.
So were you saying?
Forgot about that.
So were you saying that they went to a hat maker and they're like, make me the cheapest hat you can, and they're like, it's only going to be this big, and they're like,
Do it.
I'll just clip it
We
on.
were gonna put like a middle, like a stovepipe part and a brim, and all of that added cost.
Yeah. Don't you want some functionality like shade?
They're like, nah,
Nah.
whoa.
Something to sit up there.
just cover my bald spot.
What are you wowing about, Cole?
Jill, I'm just looking at all the good stuff Jill Surt's done for the
Oh,
community.
what do they got?
Dave.
Do they have that over in Great Britain?
We kind of have the same, but obviously different name.
Did you ever have Otter Pops?
No, I've never had an otter pop.
You've never had
Never
one
had an
still?
otter pop.
Still to this day?
You can really taste the
weekend
otter.
I had the,
Wait,
yeah.
do you mean?
Well, those aren't real. Those aren't the
Those
ones.
are
I mean, they
fake
were
otter
fake,
pops.
yeah.
Shotter pops.
But they were.
Wait, we didn't get him a real
Otter
otter pop.
shots.
How does he not have a real otter pop yet?
I might have otter pops.
Oh,
We have
slip
them?
through the net.
Oh yeah. You'll get one today.
Yeah.
I still think I have some in
we
my
have
freezer because Jeff brought over the Costco box 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
I think that might actually be why I
You'll
still
get-
have some.
You'll get the real otter pops.
check.
Now Scott came up with a good term
You
for
keep
something
circling-
that was discussed in the last episode. Scott, would you like to share what you came up with?
Yeah, it was actually the condom episode that really sparked my interest.
Yes, yeah.
I was listening, and it was your last comment before we left. It was the fact that you could come in the condom and then feed it.
I like how
to what you
how
would
you
call a
powered
victim.
through that. I could tell you were uncomfortable, but you powered through.
to what you described as a victim.
Yeah, I think it was a number 3. I think that was
yeah, that's right.
the number 3 was it. where they have no choice.
So,
Can you refresh my memory? What was the number?
Yeah.
three?
So it's
well, reasons for condoms.
right. Yeah. You can.
Number one, no, reasons for sex. 1 is pleasure.
that was it,
2
yeah.
is procreation, and 3 is infliction.
Yeah.
Infliction of
Inflicting it
pain.
on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Infliction of suffering. Yeah.
To then. Which I
to
described
feed
as
them. To
otter-popping,
feed them
to
the
feed
cum.
them to feed them the cum
But it's the idea of
from the
Those
from
are
the
sticky.
condom.
condom, yeah.
It's the idea that it's very similar to when you have to squeeze the otter pop to get all the liquid in
like a
your mouth.
toothpaste.
Yeah, like a tube of
toothpaste.
toothpaste. Like
Yeah.
like you
Oh,
want
so
to
you
get that
roll
last
it.
little bit, so
Yeah.
you roll the tip of the condom.
The fuck are we doing?
Every last drop. Oh god. That's what I say. I say they're like, "Can I stop now, Daddy?" And I'm like, "Every last drop."
I'm actually just looking.
Daddy's not because
No.
they're my kids.
No.
Well, actually,
It's not because they're my kids. It's because I make women call me Daddy.
So they have a few openings up at Gelsert Company, which is what I'm doing. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, you should apply for that job.
It's in Illinois.
Use this on your resume.
It's in Chicago.
You're like,
yeah.
I have a new idea for otter pops.
Although they do
It's gonna
have,
blow your mind.
they do have
And fill your belly.
they
you're
have
going
an
to blow
open-
your mind.
They have an opening for powder technician, which sounds
There we go. That's related.
pretty
The
amazing.
fuck is that?
Well, they have a lead technician and a regular technician.
I knew a powder technician. He was an investment banker first, and then he became a powder technician.
How about the stick pass process operator?
A stick pass. Like
That guy's-
you have to
is that-
pass.
is that like
you
the-
have to pass
No,
an otter.
Is that like
pack.
the circular disc process or whatever?
No, he does the relay race. He's really good at the handoff.
So you have to be good at safety, operate machines in a timely manner.
And he,
What does operate machines in a timely manner mean? Does that mean show up on time and pull the lever when you're supposed to? What?
You know what?
I hate job descriptions.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation. I know you.
Oh,
guys
the
are-
conversation wasn't going anywhere.
Well, can I tell you how I first heard of Babalab, actually?
I would
how
love that.
I first
Yeah.
got involved.
Yeah.
I was driving through Scotland, as you do.
Yeah.
And
because
I
you
was
don't
at-
stop in Scotland?
No, you don't.
Keep on going.
Men in kilts.
Mindset on things. Yeah.
Shouting right
Okay.
through.
Driving through, and I thought, oh yeah, I heard of this really cool podcast. I thought I'd give it a go. And driving through the Scottish Highlands, listening to your comic, I think it was.
Oh,
about the-
Nightmare.
Yeah,
Nightmare-
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed.
Yeah,
Nightbreed.
oh,
It's named after the movie.
Wait, Nightmare is better.
Well, it
M
wasn't
A
called
R O,
Oh,
Nightmare.
because it's the horse.
Nightmare.
That
Yeah, that is a better
Night
name,
Apostrophe mare.
but that wasn't what it was called.
I
No, a
know.
nightmare is it's a flaming horse of myth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was already taken.
This
That's why
was
you went Nightbreed.
this was the comic about
This is
Jake's
Nightbreed.
Well,
flaming
Nightbreed
horse.
was taken
alright,
from
so
a
Nightbreed.
movie.
I think this was episode 1.
No, 3.
3.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3.
So it was
First
in there,
recording session.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm spoiling the magic.
And ever since then, I've been hooked. You know,
Really?
yeah, I've enjoyed hitting rock bottom.
Yeah.
It's been lovely.
I mean, it's nice down here.
It is. With the bottom dwellers.
It's shady. It's shady because the sea creatures invented a disc.
True.
Yes,
Go straight through the earth, right into the core.
Well, I'm glad we were able to fly you out.
Yeah, all expenses paid as well. So I
Yeah,
can't
of course.
thank you enough.
Of
It's been really
course.
lovely. Yeah.
You know,
We even got you otter pops now.
Yeah, and the good kind too, not the.
well, okay, these aren't.
They're sticky.
Bill-
Don't
Bill-
ask why.
Bill Cosby Brown.
No, that's Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Grape.
Oh,
That's the grapist.
So right there we have Louis,
yeah.
Louis Blue Raspberry, Little Orphan Orange, Alexander the Grape, and Strawberry Shortcook.
How do you know all these?
Yeah, Strawberry Shortcook.
That's funny.
grape.
So-
grape is always a flavor that intrigues me because it's not something we would get at home.
Really? Let's have grape. Let's
Can I?
You guys
can I have
figured it out that it sucks.
Yeah.
crack open grape.
We left you that shit.
I want to.
Yeah, you're like, you know what, Americans, you can have that one.
I want to see.
You can have your
how he-
independence along with a grape flavor.
that was Britain's revenge.
We accept your terms.
So the way you do is you.
No, don't tell him. I want to
Okay.
see how he
Cracks the
tries to
grape.
open it. Nope.
This is fun. It feels like I'm experimenting on like an animal.
I know. We should,
This guy, British guy, we gave him an otter pop.
Oh, he was so close.
Except he has freeze pop, so this isn't really.
oh.
Oh,
Nope.
It's in my mouth.
Not
Yeah, but did,
just the plastic though.
did any come out?
Oh,
He's just gonna chew through it.
wow.
Like a rat.
You are savage.
It's those British teeth. They're good at gnawing through things.
oh, he's just. What are you doing?
He's savage.
You are
beautiful.
insane.
Holy
This is
crap.
beautiful. My God.
This turned into the Howard Stern episode. We're like narrating some like degrading thing
Can I
we
get
set
that
up.
strawberry shortcook? Thank you.
Yeah, show him how it's done.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Jeff.
These
Yeah.
these are the classic. Why are they sticky?
Yeah, I said they're sticky. Don't ask why.
These are the classics.
Mine's
So,
white.
They also now make one that's all natural, like all natural fruit juice. This is just sugar.
This is the trick.
Those
the good
ones,
kind.
those ones are technically better, but this is the classic. So
You want to like gnaw
rip
it off.
No. Rip it and
Yeah.
then
But like
pull
I've made it
sideways.
I do the tear with the teeth.
No, I do the rip and then pull sideways.
I gnaw it off.
And then you gnaw the nib off. But you got to get the juice
Oh,
out of it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
hang
is
on.
really bad podcasting.
I'm in.
This is our worst.
It's our best
episode.
content yet.
It's just a bunch of really gross sounds.
Yeah, but the silver lining here is that we
After
get
a really
Otter
long
Pops.
conversation
Yeah.
about feeding people cum.
you guys sound like a pack of feasting lions.
You know, the best part is I have no idea when these
guys,
were purchased.
someone get him a. It's okay.
Oh, he has to do this.
These are at least 3 years old.
Someone
They
get,
last forever.
Someone
And
get him some scissors.
that taste of grape is so
No,
just,
get him some
Oh yeah,
scissors.
grape's really bad.
you can feel your teeth erode
Yeah,
from every time.
you should try them warm.
Sir Isaac Lime. He looked.
No, we don't have Sunrise
They
Line.
just do
Oh,
shots.
he's gone, is he?
I need to wash my
the
hands after touching those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they're sticky.
Actually, there was a
Right back.
big dispute. They tried to get rid of Sunrise Lime, right, Jake?
Why would they get rid of him?
Because I don't know. It's the least popular flavor.
I think they were trying to turn it into
Really?
apple. It wasn't supposed to be going to like sour apple or something.
Everything does that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but
I'm still
lime
mad
is
at Skittles.
So much better.
I'm still mad at Skittles.
Can go suck a fucking dick.
Candy apple.
I'm not
is like
gonna
the
play
worst.
nice with them like I did with Gel Cert. Skittles. Oh my god, it's the cold on my tongue. Skittles can suck my fucking hairy dick until they don't need to ever use floss again. It's just all hair between every tooth, and they can just selectively rip it out when they want to remove plaque.
Here's why Jake's a little upset.
A little.
I needed that
Skittles
backstory.
betrayed me.
Skittles used to be. Let me get the story straight though. Okay, they used to have lime in their pack, which
Okay.
made sense. It used to be
Right.
Yeah, it's like strawberry,
It was
orange,
a citrus
lime.
based candy.
Yes, and then they said, you know what we'll do? We'll change
Apple.
lime to green apple.
Oh, gross.
And here's the
Downgrade.
kicker. Then they're like, let's come out with an orchards pack. I feel like they did this just to piss everyone off. They came out with an orchards pack, which is like apple based, an orchard based, and they put lime in the orchard pack. They put lime in the orchard
Wait.
pack, and they put green apple in the citrus pack.
Limes
We got Sherby hard.
limes come in groves, not orchards.
I'm telling you, they did it just to piss everyone off.
Do they not know the difference between orchards and groves?
I don't know the difference.
They have a madman in charge over there.
Things that come out of groves have to be peeled.
Oh.
It's a different method of harvesting, so the farmers classify it differently.
Well, I fucking
Well,
hate Skittles now.
Who
They
fucking
let
knew
me
Bab Lab
down.
was educational?
Not us.
That's
Oranges, limes, citrus, avocados, all that shit's groves.
Is this a multi-surface wipe I'm wiping my hands with?
It is, yeah. It's good on multiple surfaces.
That's good. My
including
hands
skin.
are a surface. So.
Yep.
Well, anyway, so Skittles suck. Otter Pops, Scott, what do you
He's
think?
liking it. He's doing the
Yeah,
roll.
grape too.
Even the grape?
Oh, you are doing the roll.
Grape's the worst.
I did.
You don't need. You don't need to do the roll. You can just suck on it.
Yeah, no.
Just, yeah. Just suck. Suck
You,
hard.
you
There
can
you
do
go.
the you can do the
you
squeegee
go.
too, where you pinch the bottom and slide
No,
your
I
hand
always-
up.
I'm more of
because
the suck guy.
Plastic smooth.
Something that you probably won't experience because you're not going to eat 12 of these right now like we did when we were kids is it cuts away at the side of your mouth like you've got
Oh,
curb
okay.
stomped.
Yep. It's because the ice is rough and it's acidic.
You got otter stomp.
No, it's double trouble. It's the,
Otter stomp.
it's
that's
the
it.
sharp plastic.
Well, there's that
rips your-
too, but
Yeah.
like it rips your tongue
literally
up too
cuts the
after
side,
a
just
few of
cuts
them.
it
Yeah, you
right
get a
up.
paper cut in the corners.
Yeah.
It's
all
really
the best parts.
But you
really
can't
bad
stop.
packaging.
That's
Yeah.
We figured out the ratio for Otter Pops
It has
this
to be.
weekend.
It has to be the cheapest packaging.
Well, they haven't changed it in 20 years, and they know it does it.
It's just plastic.
They just said, fuck it. There's no competition
we
here.
figured out if you're gonna buy all the varieties of otter, all the varietals, they're like wine. If you're gonna buy every varietal of Otter Pop, you buy 1 pack of the tropical flavors,
Yes, tropical is hit and miss.
2 packs of the classic,
Really?
and then 3 packs of the
The-
all natural, which are the premium ones.
100% fruit juice.
And then
Yeah,
you
those are-
mix them all together in a cooler,
you just get what
and
you
then
get.
every time you pick one, you'll be happy.
Yep.
Forever.
The fruit
Yep.
juice ones are
Wow.
the best though.
Fruit juice ones are the best. The fruit juice ones are like that, but a little less hard. They're like
Yeah, they're not
They are,
nearly
but,
as-
but these ones bring me
icy,
back
more
more.
mellow.
you
Is
know?
that why the penalty cooler was so expertly organized? You guys have been kind of researching cooler drink mix
Oh, yeah.
optimization
We spent a
for
long
a
time
while.
on
There's a lot of
We
Pinterest.
tried dry ice to freeze these faster and keep them cooler longer.
Yeah.
Did it work?
It was okay.
No, here's what
It
happened.
made the substance like weird. The
You haven't
texture.
heard about this?
No. Did they get like
to
freezer
buy,
burned?
We tried to buy dry ice. We wanted Otter Pops. We didn't want to wait. And
Right.
then come frozen. So
Yeah, when we were teenagers.
You
yeah.
can't buy them in the frozen.
You don't want to just drink them?
Really?
in case you're aware of that.
If we had to, we would,
They
but-
only come in a box
want
that's just
to.
sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
come
you
at
have
room
to freeze
temperature.
them.
It's not backwards.
Backwards.
It's great.
It's backwards.
How is it backwards?
It's counterproductive.
I think it's backwards.
Yeah.
You tried to freeze them.
Oh, hey, listen
They're
to
the,
this.
You
they're,
wanted
the
them
only,
interesting.
they're the only frozen snack that doesn't take up freezer space in the store, so they can stock more of them for
I went-
ravenous masses.
I went to Walmart this morning to get ice packs for my cooler.
Uh-huh.
And I go to the frozen section. It's like one of the Walmarts with groceries. And I asked the guy who's stocking the frozen section, like, hey, do you guys have ice packs? And he looks at me like I'm retarded. He's like, yeah, they're in the outdoor section.
Yeah, why would they be
What
in
a
the
dick.
Why would
What?
they why would you pre-freeze the ice
Those
packs?
those
Because
are
then they're frozen.
I want a
90%
frozen
of
ice
those.
pack now.
None of the
So I
90%
just bought
of
peas
those-
instead.
You have such
It's
high
like if you want to
standards.
buy ice and they direct you to the bottled water.
Yeah, exactly.
We have
See?
smart water Fiji.
Yeah,
Take
they're
your
just
pick.
lazy. Like, oh, here, you freeze this. I'm
That's
like,
not
fuck
lazy.
you,
That's
I'm-
just they're saving the expensive refrigerated space for stuff that actually goes bad if it's not frozen.
Bollocks.
I agree.
Yep.
You should be able to buy a pre-frozen ice pack, but it should be at a premium.
Yeah, it'll be twice as
They
expensive.
should make you fucking pay for that.
Do you agree with that same logic for Otter Pops?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do.
Oh, okay. All right. At least
I-
you're consistently
That's why
wrong.
I was trying to solve our problem.
Yeah, we want a dry ice.
So we thought dry ice is cold.
Sure is.
So let's try to freeze Otter Pops with it. But we weren't 18. We couldn't buy dry ice in California. So we had to.
Thanks, California.
We had to get
You're doing God's work.
We went outside
Flagged down a
guy outside the grocery store. And we asked him to buy us dry ice.
He's like, you guys don't want some cigarettes and beer?
Yeah, no. He went in and bought us dry ice and came out and gave us
We
dry
used
ice.
them to freeze Otter Pops, and then we reported him to the fucking cops.
And it still didn't work, right?
Great dry ice.
No,
No.
it worked. It worked.
It worked. It's really weird.
The
It-
consistency got weird because it froze too fast.
It did weird stuff.
crystallized
You should
weirdly.
have hybridized it with some water or something. It,
Yeah.
it transmits the temperature quicker too.
with water? Would they freeze in water?
No, like they
Water
froze, they froze a
transmits
little
its
too fast.
temperature to a substance much quicker than air. You're relying on air in between the dry
Sure,
ice
right,
and the Otter Pop.
Well, we were putting them right on the dry ice. There wasn't much air on there.
Yeah, but it's still just a little bit where they're touching.
Yeah, but water, it'd have to cool down the water, right?
Yeah, and
which
it
it
would.
would really quickly.
Do you
Yeah.
think, in hindsight, being that much older now, we are all over 18,
Yeah.
you could do this experiment again
I think we should.
and it would be a success?
We'd have to research it more this time.
I don't know. Maybe the water would help.
I think we would overthink
But then you
it now.
can't put it in a closed container so it doesn't insulate well. And then
What if Babalab went on a field trip?
Because what I'm saying, if the water is cold enough, water wouldn't work. Because if water would be cold enough to freeze it, it would freeze the water.
if any of our listeners, all
Yeah,
two
get
or
in touch.
three of you, are physicists,
Get
help
in
us
touch.
figure this out.
Yes, I hope a physicist.
What is
is
the
listening to
ideal
this.
way to like flash freeze an Otter Pop without like fucking up the consistency of it?
Do you want a physicist or a chemist?
Either one.
science man.
Well, chemistry is just applied
Science
physics,
man.
right?
a man of
One
science.
science man, please.
Balor.
Not a woman.
Balor. That's who we want.
No, he'll just melt them.
We want a man of the world.
We want Ice Balor.
No, honestly, I don't think there's a better way to do it. I mean, there probably must be, but there's got to be if you did it in water, it wouldn't work because it'd freeze the water, and then and you'd have to. I guess you could
Yeah, you'd
break
have to
the big.
chip away. And,
I don't think it would freeze the water.
Closed container.
Then it wouldn't be cold enough to freeze the Otter Pops.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
I hate all of this. Can we move to a different?
I know. We're just squandering a
sucks.
resource here. We
This
have
sucks. We have a British guy.
We have a source.
true.
well, actually, I mean, we're recording this on the 3rd of July, but tomorrow's a important day.
tomorrow's
for
a
you.
really difficult
Yeah,
day
let's-
for
let's,
you.
let's not dance
That's
around
when,
that.
when
Let's-
the best
let's hit-
of
let's hit the
England
topic.
left. Brexit. Brexit 1776.
let's address the
The
elephant.
original break. Yeah,
Let's
the
address
elephant.
the elephant in the room.
Yes, come
Well,
on.
first off, how much do you know about it?
Well, I took a trip to Boston and learned quite a lot, actually.
Probably
Before
more than we
that,
do.
Yeah,
absolutely
probably more
nothing,
than-
because I think it's, we don't like to talk about our
Sore subject.
probably losses or something, but
Yeah.
we don't like to talk about losses.
We don't like that either. but-
I mean, we are the original back-to-back World War champions. Let's discuss that.
well,
Ooh, I don't know about
I feel like you
what?
guys
I don't
were-
know. I don't
were
know how
the
many
first.
champions
Wait,
had to
we were
have
the first.
fucking bomb sirens and hide in tubes underground while Germany just fucking bukkakied them over and over.
I feel like you were losing both wars
Yeah.
until the
I mean,
Americans
we
came.
did.
They did say strangely dignified throughout that process, though. The Russians were like
That's
eating
all they've
rats
got.
and shit. The British were like, "We'll die with dignity," and then they just drank their tea, and some of them got bombed.
This is our
I
life now.
guess supposedly, technically, yeah, that's true.
Wait, why are they
mean,
original? We won the same wars.
I'm saying technically.
You know what?
he's
They-
part
I think
of
it's
that
because we
team.
were there first.
I think they were champions
And
in
we
the
started
sense
it.
that
That's true.
We
cost-
started
started
You started it. We finished it.
You started. Yeah.
it,
It's like we started.
there's a degree of like
then you finish it.
managerial like impressiveness to being able to get in over your head.
It's called
And
delegation.
Not have enough money to deal with it,
or people, or
people,
anything.
and you're too close to the problem, and then someone just
Yeah.
swoops in and helps you like that.
That is
says
your-
more about you than it does about them.
The location
it's
really
true.
is your big problem.
Especially
You
after
were
we,
so close
yeah.
to Germany.
Yeah.
especially after we've already declared independence from them. So
Yeah, they thought they had it really good though. They were like, "We're a fucking island," and then planes got invented, and they're like, "Fuck! Nobody saw this coming. What the fuck?
Get to us.
You motherfuckers!"
Just come right over the moat.
Yeah. They had it all. They were gonna put alligators in it, and then fucking planes.
Alligators. Well, what I found interesting is that you told me that they don't teach this at all.
No,
in
no.
schools.
No, we've got far more bigger fish to fry over there, I'm afraid.
It's old news.
It's old news, yeah.
Name 2 bigger fish.
I don't know.
Is the
I don't know
impli-
what
If the implication is that our education
the
system is
Falklands.
better, I'm not going to die
I'm not
on that.
saying that. No.
Falklands.
No, no, no.
The
No, I'm just saying, what do they
That's-
teach you about that's more
Yeah, like
important than
what are big history?
the most powerful country in the world
Okay.
being spawned from your country?
So the Romans.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
We
We learned
Roman
about them
Empire.
too.
Yeah, we
Roman
didn't spend
Empire.
enough time on them. I think.
Right.
The,
Well, the Romans beat you guys too, right? Caesar
Yeah, they
came
did.
over
They
and
did,
fucked
yeah.
you up 2 years in a row, and then
he
Hadrian
did.
came
I would say
and
you're very
finished the
resilient.
job.
You're very resilient. You guys have been through all this shit, and you pretty much conquered the world at one point.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. Everyone.
Yeah,
fucked
we
with
were.
the Normans, the Vikings, all the.
And now you're just kind of a bystander.
Yeah. Now we get fucked.
I wouldn't say that. They're pretty involved.
They do some fucking.
We do.
Yeah.
we dabble.
They do it.
But they do it like diplomatically. There's
Yes.
not a lot of
Yeah.
army.
I feel like that's the British version of our show.
Sure.
Dabble
Yeah.
Lab.
Dabble.
But historically, not so much. Nowadays, more
They were
diplomatic.
in
bystander.
Afghanistan.
You know, this
and
is
Iraq.
this is
we
the
were.
natural
Yeah.
course of things. You know,
Just a lot less.
sometimes the condom's on the other dick. You know, it's just
Sometimes the hammer's in the other knob.
yeah.
Oh, a knob is a
knob is a
word
dick,
for
yeah.
dick. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That'd be weird if you're hammering a knob for some reason.
Like a doorknob.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah, me
When I
too.
hear
I was
knob,
thinking like a
think
dumb person, like a knob, like you fucking
knob.
knob.
Oh, so you're British.
Now I am. I've been hanging out with Scott for a while.
Ryan's a knob.
2 days,
Ryan's a knob?
3 days.
Oh.
Jake's a knob. Jake's a knob.
Who's
I don't know why I
Ryan?
called you Ryan.
Yeah, who is Ryan?
I don't know.
Is that me?
I was a 10. I was you.
That's
were my
British
intention.
me.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan. Okay. I can live with it.
That's your slave name.
So welcome back to Battle Lab.
would
We're
be
here with Scott, Jeff, the Jeffs, and Ryan.
Ryan's changed.
Yeah.
All right, so you learned about Roman history.
Yeah, Roman history. The Victorians.
I fucking love
Very-
Roman
very
history.
important.
Hey, I just want to
Very
say all the
important era.
anti-Semitic comments that were attributed to Jake. That was actually me, Ryan. I'm kind of a dick, you know? I have a real problem with not filtering myself.
Drunk
I
Jake
make
is now Ryan.
offensive jokes all the time. And, you know, Jake's a really swell guy. He'd never say anything that was targeted at, like, a race or a religion or
Gender.
a gender or a group of people who happen to be, you know, shorter than 4'11". But Ryan, I just can't stop myself.
He doesn't pull his punches.
Fucking monster, like Balor. I just lasering the masses, you know.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. It means a lot that you would say that and explain that situation.
Talk about Jake.
Hey,
that way.
Jake's gonna tag in though.
Is he? You sure?
If you hear anything anti-Semitic though, that's all me. Or racist.
Okay,
Whatever.
so you learn about Rome.
Okay.
I love Rome too. That's why Gladiator made my top movie
Yeah.
list, just because they did that one story, but in a Roman
That's the
setting.
only movie
It's
they made about
badass,
Rome,
yeah.
too, so.
What I love about Rome is, like, during the Dark Ages, like how we have this thing where we, like, just assume that human progression is always going up. But, like, during the Dark Ages, they were walking amongst these, like, aqueducts and great works of architecture, and they had no fucking idea
Right.
how to make that stuff. So, like, what the Romans were to them must have been just totally outer worldly, you know?
Yeah.
And they still kind of have that mystique, I think.
Yeah.
Today. They're badass.
They do have they were way ahead of their time.
They were just the best
yeah.
civilization for
And
their
yet,
time.
they really like to make things out of lead. That was
yeah,
a
they didn't figure that
problem.
out.
Well, so do we after Thomas Midgley Jr.
Yeah. Well, he liked to make one thing out of lead.
Just that was everywhere. though.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they fell though.
The Romans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of tumbled, didn't they? Once
They
they
did.
started going, it was like,
Yeah.
like dominoes.
Once they hit their stride, it just
Yeah.
it's like Cool Runnings.
Got unmanageable.
You know, Cool
Yeah.
Runnings at the
I
very
think
beginning.
that is what Cool Runnings is based on.
I think it is.
The Roman
it is.
Empire.
It
Roman
is.
Empire.
It's an
You know,
allegory.
they peaked and then
It is. But then they kind of clawed their way back, but then at the end they couldn't
Yeah.
reach their former glory.
there you go.
Turns out they should have been playing basketball the whole time.
Well, they were
Is that what Jamaicans are good at? I thought
No,
they
they
were
were
sprinters.
sprinters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt is a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College had
Whatever
a-
racist
my
comment.
college had a Jamaican
Ryan's
who was
back.
like 7 feet tall, and he was a really good basketball player. I mean, not that good. He plays for like
if you're 7 feet tall, you don't have to be good at all.
he plays for like the European pros, but you know.
That's
You
pretty
know,
good.
you know, basketball is really popular in Lithuania.
Really?
Of all places, yeah. It's
So,
like a national-
so is vampirism.
I thought it was
What else?
Romania.
Yeah, what else is
Transylvania.
popular in Lithuania? Have you been there?
Bestiality.
Is it really?
Nice.
Wow.
He's fitting right in here.
really
I thought
got me.
it was the tone of Babalab. Babalab brought me to that.
Ryan loved that.
I love when we get to base other people. You know,
Wait, what? Where did the Lithuania basketball thing come from?
Well, just because it
do
was
they
a-
actually?
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't there like 9 people that live in Lithuania?
I think so.
You just drive through it in like an hour, right?
60% like basketball.
it's
so
pretty.
six
It's pretty
people.
easy to skew.
100% of them are on the team.
They need it. They need it.
I mean,
Half of them don't enjoy what they're doing.
one of them fucked a horse, and now they're known for bestiality. So.
It's a staggering number of bestiality.
One horse around here.
I just want
is,
that's the right way to interact sexually with a horse, by the way, because
It's to
people have
fuck on
died
it?
getting
That's
fucked
true,
by the
yeah.
horse. Yeah, you want to be the fucker
Wow.
of the horse.
Unless you get kicked.
Wait, the fuck or?
Then that's not
Yeah.
fun.
I
No,
prefer
cool.
to
Yeah,
be
kicking
the,
is like you die from
the
a horse.
repulsor.
What? No, someone got fucked to death by a horse. There's a video.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, that
no, I've
he
seen
was
that.
in Oregon, right?
You've seen
Yeah.
that?
I've
Yeah.
seen
or
that, yeah.
Washington?
Yeah.
What the hell are you guys talking?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
it too.
like on my phone. Like,
You can't see that much, really.
did you ever used to?
But you can hear a lot.
It was the camera work was shit in that
Yeah,
video.
yeah. It was very great.
he set it up.
bad,
He,
yeah.
No one else was there, right? He set it up by himself.
No, I thought he had a buddy.
I thought it was a woman.
Well, you have to always use the buddy
Might have been,
system.
yeah.
Maybe you guys all saw different videos.
All bestiality.
Maybe-
a lot of
well,
horse
it's-
fuckings.
Why are you even watching these
Maybe like,
Jake linked it to me.
illegal
No,
videos?
someone's like, it's not illegal.
I think it's
Bestiality?
It's,
Bestiality is legal in several states.
it's Lithuanian propaganda.
It's
That's what it is.
illegal if the animal suffers.
Is it legal to even watch a video?
Well,
of
in
it?
this bit-
Yeah.
in California.
In
Absolutely.
all states.
The
You watch
human
snuff-
animal or
you
the
watch
horse
snuff
animal?
videos. It's not illegal to watch a video of an illegal thing occurring unless it's child stuff. That's illegal.
But then
It doesn't sound right.
that can't be right.
I think so.
You can watch snuff videos. You can watch bestiality.
Yeah.
You can watch all kinds of shit. As long as it's not happening to a kid, it's fine.
If that's a crime, lock me
Well,
up.
fine. Fine from like a. And this
If I can't watch
for
snuff,
any Babble Lab
take me away.
listeners, this is not legal advice. If you act on this, you're on your fucking own. But to my knowledge, I mean, God, I hope so. Jesus Christ, I don't clear my history after I watch Live Leak. Like I
guess. I don't.
Maybe you should start.
And the horse
sound
the
advice
horse
from
definitely
Babalab.
didn't suffer.
was I on this show when I was talking about how I
I like how
deal
he's
with
questioning this because
I deal with my anger issues by watching snuff videos.
No.
Oh, well, yeah. But,
No, we don't need to explore that.
Can I,
Yeah, if you-
can I ask what is a snuff video?
oh, it's watching a video where someone gets killed.
Okay,
but
alright,
it's
okay.
has to be real.
It's fake.
See, I kind of draw the
Oh,
line.
it has to be real.
I think you were telling about me about that this weekend.
Yes.
And
so
I was horrified.
if you get mad enough at
so
somebody,
let's not.
No.
Just
I
watch-
should
I
not talk about it now.
No.
a drug cartel decapitation.
No.
I remember this conversation.
God, Babble Lab is dark.
It's not Babalab. It's you.
Fucking Ryan, right?
Yeah, wait.
that
where,
guy's-
where did Jake go?
Yeah.
we went Jake back.
It's all.
I never thought I'd say that.
We want Jake back.
Yeah, if this is Ryan, then yeah. I definitely want Jake back.
Ryan's gonna go up and get a beer for Jake, and then Jake
No, Ryan or Jake are not having more beer. Ryan and Jake are cut off from beer.
Where's the whiskey?
All right. How about? Do we have any bourbon left?
No, probably.
Probably.
I don't
Okay.
know.
How about this?
so-
Scott, is there anything now that you've been in the States for a while, or the colonies?
Whatever.
Is there anything that's grinding your gears about the culture here? Anything that's like weird to you?
know-
Like we're pretty similar culturally, but is there anything kind
Are
of
we
shocking
similar? Wait,
or weird?
that's a big assumption. How similar are our cultures?
How similar? Well, good question, really. Like, I mean, can I answer the first one about
Yeah.
what's grinding my gears?
I
Yeah,
prefer
we
if
can
you
get to
answer
that
the second one.
Yeah.
the constant commercials on TV. I
Oh,
can't
well,
watch
yeah,
2
we-
minutes of
we-
TV
we
without
can't
getting
either. Here's a little
bombarded
trick.
by lawyer
Most-
adverts or
Most respectable Americans do not pay for cable television,
not true.
nor watch commercial.
Most
TV.
Americans do pay for it.
I said
He said
I said
respectable.
respectable.
Okay, all respectable players. Then.
I have trouble respecting people who pay for cable.
Instead of a big cable bill of like $50, we do like 4 different services that are like $12 each. So it's about the same money, but we get like Netflix,
Okay.
Hulu, the HBO
Amazon.
Go, Amazon, all that shit. Yeah, so you're
Lively.
just consuming the
I mean,
content
that's a good-
wrong. The old media is dying.
yeah. I mean, that's good advice for me because
Yeah.
I'm soon to be here. soon to be moving.
Yeah, don't pay for television.
Yeah.
Just
No.
internet only.
It's
But you're
extremely
right.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's like
Commercials.
$90.
So wait, you feel like there's not as many commercials? Is that because they have public TV?
They don't have
Yeah.
commercials. I mean, you pay for it, right?
TV
is-
licenses.
BBC is
Yeah.
TV
no
license.
commercial. It's
So
just
everyone
straight up.
pays a tax.
I guess that is
Oh.
like
Yeah,
one,
we pay a TV license. And
one big socialized
that
benefit. Then.
sucks.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Benefits a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
you
regardless
seen
if you're
Doctor
using it
Who?
or not, it's a benefit.
Yes. Structurally, it's a benefit.
Yeah. That's what it's meant to be, I guess you should point out. You've seen Doctor Who. God damn it. I just heard it.
Yeah, so you pay. How much is that TV tax? And you have to pay it.
You have to pay it. They have like inspectors that come
Yeah,
around.
it's a tax.
They come around and they'll knock at your door and tell you that they're the TV license inspectors.
Yeah, you have to pay enough for that person to have a salary too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because that's effectively what you're doing. You're
Right.
paying for Doctor Who and all these.
And the TV inspector.
All these.
thank
And
you,
the TV
Scott.
and all
people,
these.
the people who
I
are.
wouldn't be the big Doctor Who fan though.
I have to
I
say,
know,
I like
I
a
know.
lot of
It's okay.
BBC shows. They're the
most
most
people
like
aren't.
corny and wholesome.
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. I like my favorite BBC show was Black Dicks, Black Chicks, All Black Everything. BBC, Big Black Cock, right? Yeah.
That's what we pride
Big black
ourselves on.
you guys have like wholesome, corny fantasy
Yeah.
figured out, like
Yeah.
Merlin and Robin.
and that interracial
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, Doctor Who isn't good because it's like classically good. It's just
wholesome.
It's wholesome,
Yeah.
fun, it's goofy.
I think it's very traditional as well. It goes back to
yeah,
many, like
it's like a
Well,
50-year-old
and then
show.
there's that
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good plot point where you're like, well, who is he?
Right.
Doctor Who?
It always comes back to
Dun,
that.
dun, dun.
Every episode.
Now
At the end of
I
the
know
episode.
why. Now I know why Merlin got like 5 seasons. It's because they weren't beholden to investors. It was just like people will keep paying for it. We'll just keep making it.
I guess no one likes this. Yeah, but we're not going to think something new.
The only way you can not pay for that show is by like emigrating to another country. So
That's true.
So welcome, Scott.
Well, the BBC also
I've done this to get out of Merlin. I just don't want my money going towards Merlin. I've moved country to stop paying for Merlin. Let's put that into context.
basically the same reason America was founded, right? People were like, I'm not paying for fucking
Yeah.
Merlin when I live here. And then
But what
So-
if you
wait,
don't
hold on.
want to watch TV? You still have to pay the tax.
yeah.
I thought it was
there are
only if you
some
own
there
a
are some
TV.
loopholes that you tend to get around. Like as if your TV's not connected to the main aerial when they come around, then you're not using the
So
TV.
you just unplug and roll
So
it
you
up.
just
when-
unplug it. Like as a student, you always see the inspector come around, quickly unplug it, just chuck it in your PlayStation, and then you wouldn't get the fine.
Nice.
But the fine,
so
the
it's
fine is
meant to
quite-
be a usage tax. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a. Yeah.
If you are using it to watch TV, then you should pay the TV.
I
So
love
you're
that-
allowed to not watch TV. You can be a conscientious objector to this tax.
Yeah, you can. If you're an honest person
Yeah.
like yourself, I assume.
Yeah. A very pleasant.
You
Wait,
would
which
be-
person is this, Jake or
unoffensive.
Ryan?
I don't know both.
either. Yeah.
I love that the way that they enforce compliance is by coming
in-
and checking on you like
Yeah.
they're your
Does the
mom.
inspector?
Parole officer.
Don't they have technology to see if you're using it or
does
not?
does the inspector wear like a little hat?
Yeah, like a Sherlock hat, actually.
Yes.
Right,
A little
yeah.
pipe.
And
Yeah.
he gets behind your television with a magnifying glass.
Sends Watson through like the post.
This isn't connected, and then you don't pay the tax.
Watson's just peeping over. Like,
Yeah.
We can
that's
through the window. And
I'll come back for you later.
no, but I don't get that because they should be able to tell, right? It's
Yeah.
the signal's going to your home.
Well, it's based on technology that hasn't been updated.
Right, it's
in a
all
long time.
analog
that's true,
stuff.
yeah.
You don't have HD.
You can HD through
It's
analog.
all over the
We've
air.
got the 4K.
That's some of the best
Ooh,
HD. is
Yeah, I like
analog.
over
Actually,
there.
the 4K is pretty nice. Have you guys seen that?
Is that?
Yes. that's
Yeah,
right.
unfortunately,
before-
over here we like all of our news anchors to be just perfect Barbie dolls, so the 4K has really ruined that.
Depends.
You can see every
Ruined
sunspot
majority.
and blemish. And
I don't like them to
You
be
see the
perfect
bullshit.
Barbie dolls. I want them to have nipples that are visible. Barbie dolls don't.
So close to perfect Barbie dolls.
Yeah. Slightly imperfect.
have
Barbie
you noticed
dolls.
that about Fox News? You watch any Fox News here?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, well,
I mean,
you're
I'm-
in for a treat.
It's fucking weird.
avoided it.
It
It's
looks
good.
like a bunch of Playboy playmates are intelligently delivering the news to you. It's really weird.
Intelligence.
That's a little. That's a little sexist.
Well, somebody
Well,
else wrote it.
that's a
Jake.
little sexist. Why can't an attractive woman also be informed on current events?
I just am saying it's unusual.
Why is it unusual?
Because it's Fox News.
Are you trying to draw a correlation?
Why would she be informed of anything?
Are you trying to draw a correlation between attractiveness and intelligence?
Yes.
That's wrong.
Tisk, tisk.
That's the darkest we've gotten in this show so far. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't rolling the condom. It
wasn't
to get
that.
every last drop of
No.
cum in the kid's
No.
mouth. It
No.
was.
Am I wrong here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were definitely wrong here.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, how do you guys feel about CNN?
It's
Like,
okay.
Do you echo
They get
it?
shit wrong a lot.
I lump all of that in with the old world media stuff.
Yeah.
That's not how we don't get programming on TV. We also don't get news on TV.
I don't like
Yeah.
that the lack of fact checking. A lot of these guys, they just get shit wrong.
They want to go and get the story first, and
Right.
that's more important than getting it right.
You want to make yourself really upset. Take a topic that you know more than the average person about, and then watch a news story on
Sure.
it and see how many details they fuck up.
Well, it's all about sensationalism. It's just anything that will get somebody to watch and
Yeah.
then like stay in for the next question.
Do you know I used to like the when they would take a news report and auto tune it?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
they make a
flying
song
through your
out of it.
window. He's
I missed the
snatching your
auto-tuning
people up.
phase.
Well, they
He's
used
trying to rape you, so you gotta hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your
Yeah,
kids,
yeah,
hide your
Antoine
wife,
Dawson.
and hide your husband because they're raping everybody.
But the people that did that are the people that did the theme song for Kimmy Schmidt.
Really?
Yeah, same group. Yeah, Schmo Yoho.
Nice.
I want to go
But
back
so
to
they're
this.
still around.
I'm pleased for them.
It's good
They
to
do
see
well.
them climbing up.
I had a question though. So you were saying that you moved here so you don't have to pay that tax anymore. Do you?
Yes.
So don't some countries require that you still pay taxes back to your home country? Do you have to do that?
When I came back from Korea, I didn't have to pay. No,
Didn't have
and
to?
it didn't have to, but I mean, since I'm moving over here, I'll still have to pay my student loan back. So
yeah.
they
that
sent
makes
me.
sense.
That's a low.
When I got back from Korea, they sent me a letter with a really big, bold red highlight at the top. This is not a circular. As in, like, please open up because
Oh.
we need to talk to you.
Gotcha. This
you.
is not a circular. That's what they say.
Yeah, like you get like
Something
junk mail.
that circulates.
yeah, and
Junk
that's how he knew it was from the old country. He saw the word circular.
Some weird.
Whoa,
circular.
This must be from the motherland.
Yeah. This letter is rectangular.
And then it was like 50% off on knickers, and he was like, "Oh, fuck it, motherfuckers." They
okay,
got me.
but no taxes. Like obviously you have to pay back a loan.
Yes.
Yeah.
But money you make in America, they don't get a cut of that.
So they want to know what my salary will be. So then I have to tell them, and then they will deduct that from my pay
for the loan.
from my bank account in England.
But for the loan, not for taxes.
For the loan,
Gotcha.
but not for taxes. Taxes, they don't touch me here.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because the
immune.
U.S. does that.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say,
if
the
you're
US,
a
if you
U.S.
go
citizen,
elsewhere.
you move somewhere, you have to pay U.S. taxes. However, if you pay taxes in the country you move to, you take it as like a deduction.
Yeah.
So usually it nets out,
Right.
and you don't end up paying.
Yeah.
But you
We
still have to
just-
report your earnings. Is the
Yeah.
point? Yeah.
We just really
Yeah.
don't want any British immigrants paying taxes to the motherland. Like we fought a war over that.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure
So
that's
I
not-
was, checking in.
Yeah.
If you're an American citizen,
to get
you're
rid of
paying
you.
American taxes. That's what we fought for.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, they don't want people moving as like tax dodges.
We know.
I feel like we have even less representation now today and even more taxation.
Yep.
Yep, that's both of those are true.
Yeah, probably true.
You know
Well,
what?
we do as.
We're also
No,
a completely
I'm not
different.
gonna say that. Never mind.
We're also a completely different society than we were
Yeah.
300 years
As
ago.
logical people in California who are pretty well off.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Much less educated.
What I did want to say is I want to go back to the news where it used to be like 1 hour every night.
Yeah.
And they'd sum up the shit that happened.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be.
Oh, you mean like news?
It wouldn't be 24-hour news cycle where everything is all the
yeah.
time.
Right.
I love
They'll
the
invent
banner.
things to talk about.
Exactly.
You love the banner just says breaking news, and you're like, I saw this like 4 hours ago.
Yeah,
This isn't breaking.
Oh,
It's kinda like
live
Babylab.
coverage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
News.
Babylab, right? They have nothing to talk about.
Did
so
you
they
guys?
just keep-
Did you guys watch
You can just
the?
keep going.
Yeah, but we're not trying to be news.
Yeah, I'm not trying
Did you watch the Dorner shootout in
Yeah.
Big Bear?
Oh, yeah.
And they started looping video and lying and saying it was live.
Oh, Jesus.
And they did it like the police
Why?
were like, you can't show live video. He'll use it as a tactical whatever because they were fucking shitting themselves because they were terrified of him because they're such goddamn pussies. And
The LAPD?
yeah, they're oh my, don't even no. I'm not
Yeah,
even.
let's not go there. You're right.
No, they're just
Calm down, Ryan.
anyway.
Jake.
They
Hey,
started
after this
looping.
episode, the one beer per episode.
Oh, we're
is
back.
Strictly being enforced.
Well, this was the 4th of July sextacular. Different rules.
We'll let them do it because it's America's birthday. But other than that,
It's also Jesus' birthday. The real one, not the fake Christmas one.
Wait, what?
Born on the 4th of July. That was about Jesus.
no,
Anyway,
Was it like 420?
Wasn't born on America?
no, it's not 420. Oh my.
No, isn't that his?
Is Jesus
No,
American?
that's-
Jeff,
Hitler.
you used to be Mormon. How do you not know this?
Mormon Jesus is
Oh, I don't
American.
care.
Yeah, he was born on the 4th of July.
No, he
Anyway,
wasn't.
so
He wasn't.
yeah, no, they started looping the video. They didn't want him to get a tactical advantage from seeing the helicopter footage. So
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Hitler that was born on 420. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
So basically the same person.
So you
And
mix that up
actually-
with Jesus.
Whoa.
Just-
The fuck?
Well, how did you get Hitler confused with Jesus?
I
no,
didn't
it wasn't.
either.
It was Jeff. It was Jeff.
Jake, how
See,
dare
I
you?
was quick. I didn't know whether to blame Ryan or Jake.
I thought it was probably Ryan.
I really-
No, it's-
I think it was Ryan.
It was
Easter.
Jeff.
No, that's Easter's
Me?
when he rose from the dead. Okay, I fuck.
Yeah.
I really like.
Easter's when Hitler rose from the dead. Jesus Christ, Jeff. What the fuck happened
No,
to you?
Jesus Christ, go back
You're
to that.
supposed to be the voice of reason.
I love that Hitler's. Just
Can't be that all the time,
On your
man.
whole-
It's too much
That's your
pressure.
whole job.
Hitler's on the shelf right next to Jesus. In Jeff's
Apparently.
mind.
Yeah, Jeff just mixed them up.
No, it's just on his dashboard. It's a bobblehead
Sorry.
next to the other bobblehead.
I was smoking a bowl. I forgot.
I farted out of anger.
No. Stop reaching for the beer.
It's empty.
Good.
I can't drink it anymore. I just need to hold something.
You're just reminiscing.
All right, so are you going somewhere with this donor thing, or are you just saying that that's why you don't like the...
No, I'm just saying they looped the news and they lied and said it was live.
It happens
and
all the
I didn't
time.
like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, no
I didn't
one
like
likes
being
it.
lied to.
No one
I understand them not wanting to give him a tactical advantage.
Okay, all right, here's another topic. Have you ever told a lie that you felt happy about?
Whoa.
Whoa, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
That's a win.
Yes, for sure.
Do a 180 degree on this one.
Yeah.
I've told lies that
We'll
I was
take
so
that topic.
proud of. I've repeated them over and over again and said, look at this fucking dumb shit that I tricked.
And that's different. That's not happy. It's like a weird power
I was happy
struggle.
about it. Hey, you want to hear the lie I'm happiest about?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
it your
when I lived in
sexuality?
Oklahoma,
Oh, I got a good one.
when I lived in Oklahoma, there was a tornado, and the tornado sirens went off. And I went to this. I was on a college campus, and I went to the tornado shelter, which was in the men's dormitory. They had sex segregated dormitories. They had the co-ed one, but it always had like a really it had like a waiting list. It was hard to get into. I was living in an apartment, and the men's
figure.
one was closest to me. So I went to the gross men's dormitory, and the tornado shelter was in the basement. It was one of the few buildings that had a basement. And I got there, all was pretty well, right? You go down to the basement. It's all the fucking weirdos who chose to live in the men's dormitory.
And
You've
you.
got the TV and me. And
There's
then
holes
and
in
then
the walls
people-
that crawl tight.
They have these otter pops that are white.
And we're back.
They and also like the people that like got waiting listed for the other one, the good one. And they have the TV playing the tornado coverage, which is like breaking news. And it's like Oklahoma still sucks, and everyone's like, yeah, well.
It's looping footage that isn't live. You're just shaking your fist.
Yeah, it's just Dorner's cabin, and the fire has started, but it never progresses. So anyway, I'm in this tornado shelter, and other people start really showing up. Right, it takes about 20 minutes for people to really roll out of bed and get to the tornado shelter.
I would
which-
hurry if it was a tornado.
Yeah, you'd think you would.
Just
but,
me.
So anyway, very quickly filled up with there were a lot of dudes that were like, yeah, I just got out of the shower, and they didn't have their shirts on, and it started to smell bad. And then there was this whooping group of
Whooping?
yeah. So it was this group
a
of
whooping?
Arabic immigrants, and
Oh, they're whooping like a Native American war party.
well, yeah. Every time a new person from their little in group that seemed to be oddly based on race showed up.
They're the racist,
They
not
would.
you.
They would.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, if one white guy showed up and they wooed I would have been like, oh, they're just dumbasses, not racist. But no, like other Middle Easterners showed up and they woo, and did their thing. And it wasn't threatening. I'm not racist. I wasn't afraid
Shot
of
their
it.
AK-47s into the air.
Yeah, they weren't like decapitating an infidel or anything. They were just wooting, But it was really annoying. It was a loud noise. I was tired. There were smelly, shirtless dudes, and I was like, I'd rather die than be here. I don't want to be in this fucking tornado shelter. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. I'm leaving. And I went out to the exit, and there was this 19-year-old just pimply piece of shit who was an RA, and he's like, sorry, you can't leave. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is America. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And legally, I can. Legally, they can't force you to
Am
stay.
I a hostage?
But these dipshits didn't know this, and I'm not going to sue them. So he's like, you can't leave. And now I'm like, I got this. I got several options. I can try to trick him, or I can assault him and hope that it gets sorted out in the court system when I've beaten the fuck out of this 19-year-old piece of shit who's telling me I can't leave. And
Which option did
my
you go with?
excuse is viable, and I'm saying he was falsely imprisoning me, which is true. But instead, I went, no, I'm the thing humans should pride themselves on is their intelligence, not their physical strength. So I'm not going to reason with him. I'm just going to trick him because he's dumber than me and I can do this. And
This sounds like an episode of Merlin I refuse to pay for.
This is like an episode of a show where you like just went off in your head for 15 minutes.
This is
figured
really
all
long.
this out.
I'm gonna wrap it
BBC
up.
think tank.
I'm gonna wrap it up quickly. I told him I had diabetes and I was severely diabetic and I had left my insulin in my apartment.
Nice.
And I needed to get back to it. I was like, look, dude, I thought the tornado thing was gonna be like 15 minutes.
I thought was going to swoop on by.
I needed to bring my insulin if it was gonna be longer than that. I'm starting to get dizzy. Like, this is really bad. This guy dug in. He's like, I'm sorry, man, you can't leave. And I'm like,
Oh shit.
did
you pass out?
Oh, fuck. All right. Is there like a vending machine or something? I need to get sugar in my system, which I guess insulin would actually do the opposite.
Yeah.
I didn't know that much about diabetes.
fine.
And neither did he.
Neither did he. This dumb motherfucker. And he's like, yeah, there's one down the hall. I'm like, okay. So I went over and I wasn't ready to give up. So I stood by the vending machine and just swayed for a few minutes. And then he went and got his supervisor. And his supervisor was like, dude, do you actually have diabetes? And I'm like, yeah. I gave him like this sad, like kind of like stared through him a little bit. Yeah.
So you dug in.
And he's like, all right, dude, like, let's get you out of here. Like, I can't let you die on my watch. And he walked me to the back door of the building. I had like an escort. He was like apologetic. He's like, I'm sorry. Like, people are just going to try to leave and they're going to get hurt in the tornado. And then I'm going to have to fill out a form. And we get to the back door and he's like, so if you want to come back here because it's the safest place, you can. And I had an excuse for not immediately bringing it up. I was like, I'm embarrassed because it's a medical thing. He's like, if you want to go back to your apartment and come back, it's cool. I'll wait here by the back door and then bring you back and we'll both go to the basement together when you get back. And for a moment, I considered saying, yes, wait for me, and then never coming back and killing this person for inconveniencing me. But being a good person, I said, no, dude, it's cool. I have a friend with a first floor apartment that's relatively safe. I'm going to go down there. And I let him go back to the shelter rather than dragging him into the tornado. And then I went and got my tornado kit, which was a bottle of gin and several tooth whitening syringes in case anyone stopped me. And I was like, got my insulin, and I could do that.
and they would just be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Normal.
It's that guy. And then, And then I went to my friend's first floor apartment and watched him freak out while I got shit-faced. So, but I was really proud of that lie. I thought fast. I thought of using a medical disorder. People don't question that too much.
I don't think that's what he meant by like proud of a lie.
Yeah,
like,
feeling good about it.
Like, imagine if someone actually has a medical condition and they found out that you were just taking advantage of it and they didn't let that person go and then they died. Like, you would still be proud of that lie?
Yes. I would be proud that I got away with it first. No, here's the thing. Like, if someone's trying to fuck you and then you manage to trick them and get out of that.
And they weren't trying to fuck you. They were trying to
save you.
Yeah, but they were doing it in a way I did not consent to. They essentially...
You went there. You consented.
I went there.
He didn't have all the facts.
I did not consent to being in prison.
I thought it was going to be like 15 minutes, guys.
They did something that was actually illegal.
Yeah, they filled
They're
it with,
not allowed to keep you there and
Middle
block
Easterners.
you from exiting when you want to leave.
Sure. So you should have not lied. You should have said, you keeping me here is illegal and I'm going to do that.
But that
way.
wouldn't have worked because they didn't realize it, and I would have had to have a whole complex argument with them that I was not prepared to have. The lie was easy, and it worked, and it was effective, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful
Utilitarian
solution.
ethics.
All right,
Everyone was better off.
He is happy with that lie. That's a lie that
That's
Jake
right.
is
I am
happy
That
about.
thrilled
fulfills
with that
my.
lie.
That fulfills what I
I'm
wanted.
thrilled with that lie.
Thrilled
I
with
think
that
Jeff
lie.
had
I think
one
Jeff,
too, though.
Jeff?
Yeah, this is really old. This is before I met you in person. Little
me?
Jeff. Yeah.
Confession. Is this confessions?
No, he knows.
He said, I'm coming up to meet you, not Alec.
Yeah.
End of story.
So I knew Cole and Little Jeff like 13 years ago from video games before we ever met in real life. We met because we were on the same team. Yeah. And Jeff was confiding in me one night. He was like all down, and this is back before you like took hip hop dancing lessons. So you were still
true.
like a.
So had you actually met?
No, not at
so
this point,
you
Paul.
okay.
so I was just some guy on the
I was
internet.
like a super mopey teen.
Yeah, he was really a downer. So he was bitching to me one time about his horrible life in Orange County. So I just made
I
up all
remember
this
this.
shit that was wrong with me. I was like, oh yeah, I lost 3 fingers in like a fireworks accident. So like playing video games is really hard for me. And then I forgot all about that. And then we finally met, and he's like, dude, you have all of your fingers. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. But my intention was noble, all right? Just like Jake, I was trying to...
Yours is better.
I was trying to escape.
I was on the bad end of it.
I was trying to escape imprisonment. What's more noble than that?
That's right, yeah.
Our greatest heroes are like the Count of Monte Cristo and El Chico.
He did escape prison, yeah.
Yeah, all those people did. Those two that I named.
El
and
Chapo.
me. Or El Chapo. I said El
Chapo.
Chico.
But the count escaped prison to amass wealth and exact revenge. That's not really noble, right?
That's pretty much why Jake escaped.
That's kind of also why El Chapo escaped. There's really only one reason to escape prison.
So I was just trying to give little
Yeah.
Jeff some perspective.
Yeah, I think that's a good kind of lie,
Even if
honestly.
I made it all
That's a
up.
good line.
I was like 12 at the time, so it was pretty. I was just like anything that I was whining about was idiotic.
Yeah, I love
And
the
so
first.
It helped.
The first
I'm sure.
picture of you that I saw was you scanned your pimply face like in a scanner.
Well, I didn't have a camera. It's perfect.
Well, you like put your face.
Yeah.
You did, yeah. Those fuckers are high res, and that is not a face you wanted to see up close.
Oh,
Yeah, it really sucked
he
too
loved
because he
it.
got cancer from the scanner, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah,
Well,
Pretty sure he was an
it
internet
wasn't labeled
predator.
And
properly.
then Jeff was like, "Well, I'm missing fingers," and that made him feel better.
yeah.
He went into remission. Found out Jeff was lying. It came back.
I think 12-year-old me thought you were an internet predator, so I was like really trying to scare you away from me.
But just being bummed out.
No, I mean,
No,
pimply.
by scanning my terrifying
Oh.
face.
You're like-
and you were like, nah. I'm
Oh yeah,
good.
you want some of this?
No one's gonna fuck that.
What's your lie that you're proud of, Scott?
I think I've lied to the police a few times.
In your
Oh, that's a good idea. You should always do that.
I lied to
I'm
them
not.
today.
I'm not being sarcastic.
to
You
get
should
out of my-
always lie to the police, as a general rule.
Yeah, I think it was
Unless they're doing an investigation, then you don't. That's illegal.
Or if you're under oath.
Yes.
Isn't
All the
lying to
time
the police a crime?
No.
it's perjury, isn't it?
It's not.
Under oath, it is.
Not
Okay.
if they're not like actively conducting an investigation. If they don't have like a valid like we are investigating this crime that occurred and like a distinct reason why they're investigating you. I need to stop giving bad legal
Yeah, you're
advice
getting
on
terrible
that. But
Do
there
we need like disclaimers?
All right, here's
so.
the thing. Here's the thing. I know for a fact that there are circumstances where it's legal to lie to the police, and I've
just
exploited those.
don't know
in the
what those
past.
are.
I just am not confident enough in my knowledge to state them as facts.
That sounds like
because-
everything we say ever.
Yes.
Disclaimer: none of these should be construed
Yeah.
as facts,
If
and
you-
nobody listens to Jake
If
for
you
legal
act
advice.
on this shit and go to prison, fuck you. You deserve it. You deserve it for getting your legal advice from a podcast.
And good luck with your escape and
Just-
your pending revenge.
Just lie about having diabetes and they'll let you go home. I think that's how prison works.
All right, I want to hear Scott's.
Yeah, lying to the police.
I think it was.
Were they the bobbies or were they the police?
Are these ones
Were
you
in the
feel
US?
good about, or
Actually,
just?
What's the difference?
They don't have guns, so
None
Well,
of them
this
have guns.
this
The
actually
stakes
was
are-
in
can do
upstate.
whatever you
This
want
was
to
in
them.
upstate New York.
Oh, they have guns up
They don't
there.
have guns
they-
either.
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so this
They're just saying things now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's laughing at it.
we,
Smiling.
I found it amusing.
I was
I don't know
working
why.
at
Okay, let Scott talk.
I was working at a summer camp, you know, like how everybody goes to a summer camp and
Yeah.
for the
Wait,
summer.
hold on. Does everyone go to a summer camp?
English
Kids.
people.
Oh.
Kids, English people, Irish
Okay.
people.
Kids in the Hamptons.
They all
we-
go to international
Yeah,
summer
Ireland
camps.
empties in the summer.
It's just completely empty. You can go over there. You're
you
like,
could go over there now. And it's just
Is it just so hot and musky? They're like, fuck this.
what, in
Go to-
Ireland?
Let's go to New York.
it doesn't get hot.
Not in Ireland or in England
Well, why do you leave for the summer?
because it's crap back home.
Why is it crap?
Whoa.
I mean, there's just
They
not
have
much.
They have a television tax.
I mean, we're forced to watch Merlin. What else are we going to do? Like,
Because New York can't be that great either. I guess
it's
maybe in the
New
summer.
York's fantastic.
lovely.
I mean, the
And the
Hamptons,
Hamptons
the
are
Hamptons are a fantastic
Well,
place.
It gets nice and warm. The homeless person pee like kind of evaporates so you can smell it.
It's all relative, I guess. We live in Southern California.
New York's
so
nice.
our
Yeah.
standards are high.
It's nice in the summer.
I mean, I really like New York in the summer. It's a great destination. But anyway, we had a night off from our summer camp. We went out to the national park, started drinking and whatnot, and the police came. And I had to hide in the bathroom because I was completely inebriated. And I was sat there with my legs up on the door, and I couldn't
You're hiding.
Oh,
Yeah, I was hiding.
So you couldn't look in.
So he couldn't look in. So if he would have seen, there would have been nothing.
He's
there.
like, oh, this door's just locked for no reason.
Well, a lot of times they just rest shut.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Probably chalked it up to that.
So I'm sat there. I'm freaking out. I'm shitting myself and
You shitting yourself?
on the toilet.
It's a
yeah.
convenient place to do it.
Very
Yeah,
convenient.
it's good. Is that shitting
And-
yourself at that point, or is that just shitting?
I peed my,
If your pants are on.
I actually,
I was
I
having
don't
a
know.
shit. I was
I
having a
actually
shit.
peed myself hiding in a toilet stall when I was a kid once.
Only you.
You were so close.
Yeah, I didn't want the pee hitting the water to make a noise, so I pissed
You hit
myself.
the side.
Hit the side. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Well, he was a child.
Oh, okay.
Scott, on the other
All
hand,
right,
was
so
an
you're
adult.
hiding.
So I'm hiding, feet up on the door. I'm freaking out, and all of a sudden the door.
Wait, why
the
were you
bathroom.
freaking out? Because you're inebriated?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
was-
illegal?
Yeah, I think I was at 18 in a state park as well.
Okay.
Pretty frowned upon, I think. And then sat there. Just
you can't be
sort of
drunk in a
like,
state park. That's
Yeah,
this is
sat
strict
there
rule.
just trying
It's
to
frowned upon.
like sober
Definitely
myself
not
up,
18.
Yeah.
and then the door slowly opens. You know, like in like a horror film, and,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
front
these
door.
boots just
Uh-oh.
Did they have
walk
the
in.
ching?
yeah. And I'm like,
He was wearing Spurs?
He's wearing Spurs, yeah.
and then
I assume they were.
and then you hear the voice, "Is anybody in here?" And then
And you went, no. And that was a lie.
I'm sat there
Because I was in there.
And then he left. And then it worked.
And that
and
was
he
my
left.
proudest moment. Yeah. And I didn't say a word. And I was with my mate. He was next door in the cubicle, and didn't say a
Cubicle?
word the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
the stall?
The trap. I don't know.
They call them cubicles.
Cubicles?
No, you call them cubicles.
I would call them cubicles,
Yeah, we
yeah.
call them
Oh,
stalls.
Stalls.
We call what people work in cubicles,
yeah.
which has a whole new meaning
Which is
now.
also shitty, so.
So anyway, and then anybody in here? Nothing. And he said again, "Is there anybody in here?" And my mate just, "Yes."
Oh, that pussy.
And then he's
Or
like,
he was trying to take the fall for him.
and he's like, "I'm gonna need to see you boys outside." And he's like, "Now." I'm like, "Oh shit."
He said boys?
Why do you say
Yeah.
boys?
Well, we were in the men's toilets.
There was
No,
an
it
assumption.
could have been boy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
he
it's
just
true.
had to see a boy outside.
Just assume they were.
Yeah, I think by this time
children.
I think my feet. I'd given the game up and put my feet down. I think I knew my time was up. So then we went outside and we got a bit told off, and we managed to lie our way out of it by saying we weren't part of that other group. But I was pretty proud of that lie.
Oh, that was a lie.
There were a lot of
we-
opportunities to lie here. Took the last one.
So because you weren't part of the other group, it
I
was
mean-
okay that you were drunk in a state park underage?
Yes, we'll go with that proud part of the lie there.
Well, the law is really specific of which group you have to be in order to be drunk.
Are you 18? Yes. Are you drunk? Yes. But are
was
you
wrong
but are
with
you
you?
part of that group?
What was wrong with the
You're
other
free to
group?
go.
What the fuck was that other group into?
I don't know.
Neo-Nazi camp? Like, what was it that they hated that other group?
They were no longer worried about alcohol for underage
Yeah,
people.
I think it progressed.
It was the forest fire started from the crosses.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, good
yeah,
job.
yeah. That's
good.
So you're
that's a
proud of
brief
that
summary.
lie.
I was. If I have to be proud of a lie, then that would be one I would
Yeah.
definitely think about.
Brag
being proud
about
of.
it.
Lying to cops is good.
Yeah.
I lied to one about having a gun in the car, and then my idiot roommate told him I did, and it still didn't matter.
Because I shot them both.
That didn't matter because I was in Arizona.
Oh.
Why'd you even
He's
lie?
like, and?
Because I didn't want to have to explain anything.
Like, hey, do you have a gun in the car? He's like, yes. Like, that's what I thought.
What's
And then he gave me ducks.
what's less convenient? I say yes, and then he goes, "What kind?" And then I have to have a conversation
Yeah.
with guns, which I hate having. Or I say no, and he goes, "Okay." And then
Pussy.
that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, you should get one because they're fucking badass.
Ladder's easier.
Take mine.
You can carry him anywhere here in Arizona.
What about you guys? Lies you're proud of? Any of them?
I don't know.
That's a weird. I've never thought about that.
It's hard.
I
isn't
don't
it,
really
thinking
like
back?
lying.
I'm not proud
So,
of them.
Yeah.
They're
I've probably had some ones that I'm like, oh, I got away with that, and I'm
Yeah.
stoked, but I can't think of any other thing.
sometimes they're a necessity.
I enjoy getting away with it.
What about asking for a water cup and taking a soda?
I've done
Oh, I feel like
we're,
that.
we're guilty. We're all guilty.
I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever done that.
that.
I do that.
That's
I used to do
horseshit.
that.
I feel
That's
weirdly.
absolute horseshit.
There's a
I
gray
feel like
area.
it's immoral.
I don't like that. I also agree.
This you feel immoral about.
Where I draw the line.
Out of everything.
Is that Ryan or Jake?
I agree.
talking?
I think it's a,
It's a new person.
a hybrid.
I don't.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, I don't.
I agree, and I don't like people who do it.
I had a really shitty phase in high school where I would go to the bad Del Taco and I would get water, or I'd get a water cup and do the soda thing. And I was also littering at that time.
Shit.
I would take
Ooh, I
my
hate
fast
that.
food
Shit.
bags.
How is wrong with you?
As we were driving, we would throw it into people's
What the
yards.
fuck is wrong with you?
I littered.
Yeah, I was
one-
like-
To lie to 12-year-olds.
I was like
You know
16.
something's wrong with
I can
that.
remember one time I blatantly littered, and I'm still ashamed of it.
Was
and
it
Cole
an
saw it. I was blackout drunk on St. Patrick's Day, and I had a bunch of salsa cups that I took from Del Taco because I thought I needed them, and then I didn't know what to do with them.
I
so I
thought it
tried
was
to.
straws.
I also had those.
Okay.
Those went in the Fiesta pack though. The cups I didn't know what to do with, so I tried to stuff them in a mailbox, but I couldn't figure out how to get the mailbox open.
Oh
so I
yeah,
got mad.
that's
and
bad too.
I threw them at the mailbox instead.
Yeah.
That's if you would have. That's bad. You get like they don't like you messing with mailboxes.
You can put empty things that don't damage the mail in them.
I don't know. They probably still find you. They'd still find you.
Here is exactly what would happen. They would get returned to sender for not having proper postage on the cups, and there would be no return address, so they'd get thrown in the trash. That'd be the whole problem.
I do have one lie.
But I didn't make them into the mailbox,
Yeah.
so instead I threw them at the mailbox, which I missed, and they just rolled into the gutter. And I feel a little bad about that.
Yeah, I'm not proud of the littering I did when I was 16. I said I had a
No,
bad
no, you had a.
streak.
You had
This
a.
is
Yeah,
Yeah,
I qualified it heavily. We-
This is like our confession.
I would hope that
Yeah.
we all did fucked up things when we were teenagers. Like that should be a rite of passage for everybody.
I didn't.
I didn't
throw
not do
trash
fucked up
onto
things.
a-
I just don't. I can't think of any.
We used
I wasn't
to
a teenager when I threw those cups at the mailbox.
we used to go around and throw eggs at houses.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Ooh. Done that?
Classic.
Yeah, it's,
So you guys
We-
have the brown eggs. You don't have to refrigerate them.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I had a friend who had a really horrible mother.
Uh-huh.
Like took his car and crashed it. We think on purpose. That kind of shit. Just really bad.
So we threw eggs at her.
We took water balloons full of tar and slingshotted them in her house.
Oh, where'd you
Yeah.
get the tar from?
Fuck did you get tar?
I don't know. He
How'd you
brought
put it into the balloon?
Yeah.
brought it.
It was
we
had
need to
a,
investigate this more.
it was like a funnel and a pump or something. We're like just jamming it in
Wow.
there. Yeah.
This is weirdly
Did you
innovative.
buy? Did
they
you buy
pop?
the tar or
He
find it?
He had the
or-
supplies. Oddly, what I supplied was the water balloon launcher and the night vision goggles.
night vision goggles.
Yeah. Which I do have.
So did you like remotely tar and feather her? Like what happened here?
There were no feathers.
Oh.
What was the end goal?
Just tar.
Just balloon.
It was
full of
like
tar.
grease or something. Yeah, it was just give her something horrific to.
That sounds horrific.
That's the- I've
seen
sounds
that in the
bad.
movie.
You know
movies.
that X I used to have in my stomach, that scar?
No. Oh, from the
Yeah, oh, the one that fucked up my nipple.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one.
the
I'm
chain.
aware of.
Yeah, that's
from that
This
time?
was no different night. We TP'd her house,
man, you guys.
and
you
she
are
had the
terrorists,
chain
this
link
woman.
fence that twisted at the top, and then they snipped it, so it has like a sharp edge.
yeah.
So she came out pissed, and I jumped and rolled over it and like tore through my sweatshirt.
You like
and-
disemboweled yourself on her lawn?
No wonder
Pretty
this
much.
woman-
I could talk with my
That
nipple.
would have been
Oh.
a worse punishment than
She was actually a really sweet lady, but you guys just push her to the edge
Nah,
every
she
time.
was fucked up.
yeah. And then she beat her kid.
Oh, but although this is like your stories, because all that you went through to get revenge on her didn't really make you feel better, did it?
It didn't.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I'm,
she
I'm
was
gonna
Moby
say
Dick.
I've done some mean things to people that made me feel good.
Didn't I
Was
TP
she
a
the
house
white
with
whale?
you guys?
I don't remember
I
that.
don't think so.
I remember
know that I've ever
the
TP'd
worst
her
thing I ever
It might have
did.
been with Allie.
The worst thing I ever
I
did, which I
TP'd someone up here.
probably shouldn't even confess to at this point. Murder. No. I remember one night we moved a bunch
Did it
of
make you feel good?
It was like a whole lane was closed because
Yeah.
they're about to start construction, and we just picked up all the cones and put them in someone's house.
That's good.
But that's bad because they like.
We used to fuck with construction people all the time. They probably hated us because we like to do downhill skateboarding, and the best place for that, where there's no traffic and fresh pavement, is like
Construction
residential housing tracks
Right.
that they're doing like the landscaping on. They're on that phase. So all the roads are paved, but there's no houses or traffic yet.
Yeah.
So we would always like move the cones. We take like the little surveying markers that were painstakingly placed and just like throw them all over the place for whatever reason.
One time we left a bunch of Christmas trees at someone's
Yeah,
house.
that was an old
that's
gag
classic.
from a friend of mine. But there was, or
Which
rather,
I-
my sister's friend from high school. He
I
would.
thought was harmless because
Yeah, it is pretty harmless.
I thought the trash people were collecting all the Christmas trees.
But it's only
so if we-
one day. It's
If
only
we
one-
moved them all to one location,
but
it would be
it's
better.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. They would just pick
It
them up.
saves them time.
No,
but-
they wouldn't pick them all up.
But supposedly,
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just, I think they would.
supposedly
They were
there
gonna
was
do it anyways.
either a limit or there was a
Yeah.
way that they would.
There's a limit.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
stupid.
per house? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, so we did these guys,
No.
we did these assholes a huge favor by collecting all the Christmas trees and
Yeah.
putting them in one spot, and then
bunch
they
of
find,
Scrooges.
They
Well-
find some poor family like
So-
$1 or $2.
So terrible. Well, that started from my sister's friend in high school. He just like one night our doorbell rang, and there was like 15 Christmas trees in our front yard, and we were like, "What the hell is happening?"
thanks.
That's mildly amusing.
Yeah. But then he like returned them all, so maybe that's what we should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't follow through on the joke.
Yeah, we
The
didn't
other
know
funny
that.
bit with that was, or the fun thing to do with that was, you pick up all the Christmas trees and you go to the beach and light a bonfire. And one time we did that, we put them in the fire pit, and I remember a cop came over, and we were like, "Oh fuck!"
They can be
what's about to happen?"
explosive.
He comes over and he goes, "This is awesome." And he like just watched and then left.
We did a
sick
bonfire
fire.
once, and then we added a bunch of this fertilizer stuff. I think it's potassium sulfate.
Oh yeah,
It's that white powder.
Yeah.
Explodes.
And it turned it. No, that's
Did it go-
potassium nitrate.
Oh,
Explodes.
okay.
Sulfate just
Was
burns.
it like yellow?
No, it's white powder. But
It burns.
it turns into a chemical fire. Yeah, so the fire department showed up because there was this just white smoke and this like huge bright light.
right.
A new Pope emojis.
That's how they make the new one. It's stacked the Christmas trees.
It was so bright. Anyway, so we like hear them coming, so we're trying to put out the fire, and we spray it with water, and all that does is agitate a chemical fire. So it flared up, and then we start shoveling dirt onto it, and the dirt is like bubbling.
Oh shit!
It was
that hot.
It was not. Well, it was just the air from the chemical combustion has to go somewhere, so it was like air pockets
Gotcha,
that
okay.
were popping. Yeah, but they were really
I
cool
thought you
about
meant
it.
it was
They-
like melting the sand.
no, it's just bubbling. But
Okay.
yeah, the fire department walked up and they're like, "Hey, we weren't invited." You know, then they saw that we like had a clearing and everything, and they were cool about it. But it was
Yeah,
funny.
these are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're just happy to get out. You know, I think they're cooped up most of the
Yeah,
time.
that really sucks. They were at the fire station, like having a good game of cards or playing pool or something. And
Well,
then
usually
get
they
the
have to,
fucking
like-
alarm. They're like, "Sweet, we get to go do shit."
Well, usually it's like helping a fat person up or something. Like their
That's
work
right.
isn't glorious.
Cutting
Usually,
a
that's
hole
what
in a
paramedics
wall and
most
using
of
the
the time.
forklift to get the fat guy out.
well, I think all
That's 90%
California
of firefighters
firefighters
That sounds
are
pretty
paramedics.
fun, actually.
Yeah, that you have to be. I was mountain biking with one. I happened to be mountain biking with one the other day while the fire was going on in San Clemente,
Oh, nice.
and he was like, and I guess he's
Like, "I really should not be mountain biking right now."
No, he's more like a house.
He's like, "Yeah, they got it. They got it."
I have a lie that I'm not proud of. Like one that sticks in my mind, and it's funny because it's a long time ago.
Okay.
It was like third or fourth grade.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is.
This is a
This shaped
formative
you.
moment.
Yeah.
This is a formative moment. This is like probably the
Wow.
last
Okay.
like direct lie I've had to someone's face. I really.
I hope
someone
not.
Well, like direct, like terrible lie.
Like real bad lie.
Like you asked me a direct yes or no question, and I say the wrong answer.
Okay.
It was like someone I forget who it was, so I'm sorry. There's zero chance you're listening to this, but I'm sorry. It just makes me feel better by saying I'm sorry. They had a little eraser that goes in there in their pencil, and I remember it was like a green army
yeah.
person, and it had like had binoculars, so it was like sitting on the end of the pencil.
Fuck, did you steal it?
It was cool as hell. So I was like, I want that thing. So I stole it, which I never stole
Oh,
anything,
Cole.
not even like a stick of gum or anything. So I stole that from the person, and they were looking around and like, has anyone seen my thing? And then they're like, did you see my eraser? And I was like, no. And then I remember like,
But that was a lie.
and then I remember
Because he had seen it. And he took it.
I brought it home and I like still had it, but I was like scared that somehow like it was gonna get uncovered that I
Did
had
you
it.
destroy it?
It had like
I didn't
bad
destroy
voodoo.
it. I like hid it, and I remember finding it like 3 years later, and I was like, "Oh my god, I still have this." It's
The evidence.
It was smoking hot evidence. I know, and that was like the worst thing I've done.
I'm glad you feel bad about that.
I do feel bad about that.
That kind of reminds me of my first day as a teacher. I got my brand new class or whatever, had a phone.
How
in
old
my
are you
bag.
in class?
I had 5th grade.
Okay.
This was back in England, and first day went great. Like it was kind of that moment when I looked around the room and realized that I was the only adult. I was like, shit. I have to deal with this.
How big is your class?
I had about 34 kids. So
Holy
it was,
shit.
Yeah, it was quite a few.
It's their shit's as bad as the US.
Quite a
then.
few.
Yeah.
Quite a few. And then at the end of the day, I went to go and get my phone to like have a look through, and I was like, my phone's gone. And it turned out that one of the kids in my class, nobody owned up to it, had stolen my phone.
A 5th grader.
A 5th grader had stolen
Whoa.
my phone, yeah. From in my bag,
Yeah.
in my cupboard.
Wow.
Did you just
Yeah.
call it? And then the kid was like, "Oh shit."
But he had turned it off. He turned it off. And then,
Smart kid.
Oh, smart kid.
yeah, he knew. And then like 3 days later, it turned up down, 3 classrooms down on the floor. It turned up.
Shattered?
And this kid had just found it.
Hey, I just found this
Hey, I
phone.
just found your phone. Yeah.
I also found a guilty conscience. I don't know what to do with that.
I hope this amends it.
Yeah. I know. It weighs on you.
It does.
It really does.
I think he felt so guilty.
Yeah.
Like what you would have felt as
Yeah.
well.
I don't know why that guilt just...
I still feel bad about. I stole
I don't
a
like
St.
lying.
Christopher medal from the San Diego Mission.
Oh, yeah, that one. God is mad at you.
It's bigger things happening there.
Yeah, I was like 7 or something. That was years and years and years ago.
Yeah. Stealing's bad.
It's the only thing I've ever stolen.
I do have one.
know.
It's a lie and a thing that I did that I feel really bad about, and I have felt bad about for a long time. I was in, I think like 3rd or 4th grade, and God, it all centers around that.
It brings it back to you,
because
right?
when you're older and you do shit, you have
Formative
all
years,
the
man.
adult rationalizations that you made.
Yeah,
at the
you
time were doing
justify it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this kid was like a little effeminate, and him and me and this other kid were all friends, and we all hung out, and he kept like doing kind of slightly effeminate stuff, and the other kid's like, dude, I think he's gay. Like it was a problem because, I don't know, 4th
you're
graders are
kids.
fucking
I didn't
stupid.
even know what gay was.
And being different is somehow
meant
wrong,
stupid or
and
whatever.
4th graders are like care about shit like that, and some adults do in the South, and they need to be gassed. Not the gays, the people that hate them. So anyway, this kid that was like a militant like anti I don't know what that was. Anyway, so this other kid, the one who wasn't kind of fruity, and we sat together, and we were like, dude,
Hey,
I think he's gay.
He said gas the oppressors. He's on team gay.
It was a funny way to describe it.
This is a problem. Like, we're hanging out with this guy. It's he might try to fuck us, whatever, And
Is that really what you thought?
and I'm like, yeah, dude, this is a problem. Like, we need to cut him out. We need to get rid of him. And the other kid's like, all right, let's do it. Like, tomorrow we're gonna tell him we think you're gay. It's a problem. Get away from us. And I'm like, cool. And then
Jesus.
this is really bad. I feel bad about this to this fucking day because it was fucking
This
horrible.
is confessions, Jake. Tell
And
us your sins.
And this other kid's like, all right, so we go and we're sitting down on the asphalt in the playground, and the other kid comes up and like touches him or something, and he's like, dude, that's it. Like, we think you're gay. You need to get away from us. Like, Jake and I agree. Like,
We've come to
you're
a-
gay. You need to get away from us. And
Consensus.
he looks at me like with these sad puppy eyes and go, I don't know what he's talking about. So not only did I encourage this guy to be fucking mean as hell to this slightly effeminate
You left him
child and like ruin this child's self-esteem.
Yeah.
But then I also fucked over the guy that I like.
Oh, man. You
I
burned two
egged on.
bridges.
You know what I like? It's such a Jake thing that you simultaneously did the wrong thing and the right thing.
Did you end up staying friends with the effeminate kid?
Kind of, but it was strained. It was always strained after that.
Yeah.
And
Because he kept trying to fuck me.
So you lost 2 friends that day.
and then later on, he turned out to be gay
Wow.
as an adult. And now I'm like, oh man, I fucking must have given him a shit ton of baggage. This probably took like 3 more years for him to accept than it would have otherwise. He probably doesn't even remember it.
But was it you that
But
did any of the talking, or was it this other kid?
It was the other kid, but I egged him on. I participated in the whole the planning. It was basically like planning the execution, then not pulling the trigger, and like
But
letting
still
the other
being there.
You were the
kids-
mastermind.
So
No, it was like, it's just mob mentality. This
key
kid's
reasons,
different.
The key reasons I feel bad about this are: 1, it was discriminatory toward an effeminate kid. Who that doesn't matter. He can do what he wants. 2, I betrayed another friend's trust by convincing him
Yeah.
to do something and then being a not following through.
Failing.
And then 3, I was a pussy.
You were.
I was like, let's do this, and then I pussed out at the last second.
Yep.
And I will always feel bad about that one. It's one of the very few things in life that I can honestly say I feel really regretful about and bad about.
So the next time we're excising a gay from our group, you're all in.
No, I'm not going to participate because I love gay people. They're great. They don't reproduce, and I hate kids, so why would I dislike them?
You'd be surprised though. That might have stuck with him. Not like I'm trying to make you
No,
feel
okay,
bad, but-
no,
I thought you'd be like, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of reasons to see it.
That's why. No, that's
Well,
no. You bring up a good point though, because when I found out as an adult that he came out, I was just like, oh, dude, like that must really be bad. I wasn't just being a dumb kid. I was onto something. That makes it worse.
Yeah, and
Although points to me for figuring that shit out early.
Yeah, your gaydar was strong in the 4th grade.
you don't know what's going to stick with people, though. I was in a Del Taco, like, only a few years ago, and I ran into this girl I recognized but didn't really remember. Like, I remember, like, I knew her from school, but it's been a long time since I've talked to her, and I was like, hey, like, I think I know you. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, we otter-popped at the winter formal.
No. No, she was like, she's like, yeah, we had this class together. I was like, oh, that's right. And then she's like, yeah, you were the one that was always mean to me. And I was like, I'm not mean to a lot of people. So
you must have deserved it.
Then when she said that,
So the final mean thing you did to her was forget her.
no, so then I think what happened, and it was really sad because I think she was like kind of nerdy, and maybe I think I liked her, and I kind of just like gave her a hard time because I liked her.
Oh, yeah, well, that's how you do it in middle school.
Yeah,
you
but
neg them.
she thought I was being legitimate, and I was like, I'm so sorry, like that's not what I am, or like what I meant, or. So then I bought her like a ice cream and dropped it off on the way out.
It's some con artist who's never seen you before.
This is what I'm going to do. You bring up a good point. So this guy, I still know him.
Buy him an ice cream.
I'm going to buy him an ice cream because I don't
fruit.
I don't want
all I could do.
It would be selfish. It would be selfish of me to bring it up because there's a chance he doesn't remember it, and I don't want to dredge up the memories.
Yeah.
Although I
he
absolutely,
knows.
if I knew he knew, I would apologize profusely. But instead, I'm just going to buy him ice cream so I can continue being a pussy, and also I can make myself feel better.
Like-
this is entirely selfish.
But these situations obviously suck. Like, you don't want to be the person that did whatever heinous thing. But at the same time, you're a child when this happens. So it's like you can't.
Well, I was in middle school.
It's stupid to blame yourself, but it also sucks. It's just
Yeah.
it's just not good situation no matter what.
The worst
But
part-
kids are kids. They're idiots.
The worst part is that she's like super
Hot.
on
now.
the no. That
would be the
okay.
worst
She's
part.
attractive, but she's like very like modelly in that
Oh,
way. So I think
gross.
she overcorrected.
She's like super thin.
She and I think I'm like.
So you did
fuck,
her a favor.
That I.
You can
Right.
tell by those cheekbones that she's going
that
to
I
age
play her-
swiftly and poorly.
You can tell she's like very like look centric now, and I'm like, fuck, did I fuck her up?
Oh, yeah.
But
she's
it's
so
at the
conscious.
same
Do you
time,
remember what
it's
you
like
said
not
to
even
her?
you anymore.
No, I don't remember what I said.
No.
I remember her being in the class, and I remember always like, I thought I was joking around and like giving her a hard time because I liked her and that kind of stuff.
You
But
might have helped her, dude. The kids that picked on me when I was a kid, they helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I hope so.
What doesn't
Yeah.
kill?
I mean, I
There
can't.
was this guy that was like on the internet, and he lied to me this one time.
Oh my god.
So
And
you sent him a picture of your
it really
face.
stuck with me, and I only cut myself like 3 times a night now, and
That's not that bad. 3 times a night.
yeah, I mean it's down from.
I mean,
20.
you could have lost 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Imagine that. Now that's a tragedy.
And still
Yeah.
playing video games as well as he did?
Or you could be.
You only need
fooled.
2 fingers.
actually,
That was really about making you feel bad for losing to him.
You could be
Well,
forced
we
to
were
pay
on the same team.
Oh,
But he was way better than me because I was 12, and he's
It's like I only have
Just
2
a better
fingers.
kid.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Wow. Well,
nice.
we covered a lot.
well, that was cathartic.
that got.
God, are you a
deep.
therapist?
I
Yeah,
managed
what the fuck just happened?
I
Scott?
managed to feel better about
bamboozled.
things I did
Is this
without
like-
doing anything to correct
This was a
them.
lovely Babalab, guys.
Yeah, that was
I feel
oddly
like we. I
therapeutic.
feel like we oddly therapeutic. We confessed.
Is this how
We
the,
enjoyed it.
Is this how the British do it? Like they all
is
just
it.
get it off their chest? That's why they're so
Yeah.
pleasant all the time?
You've
Bring
been-
him around more.
I feel like I was hypnotized.
Like
You've been,
yeah.
You've been shrinked.
They do something bad and they like
better than being
apologize and then they're all like really nice to each other. Is that how it works over there?
I think
that's what the Germans did.
I think we had a bloody good time.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we did too. I had a bloody good
think
time.
I
We had a
enjoyed
bloody
it.
good time.
Bloody good time.
Bloody good time. Someone put the kettle on.
Bloody good time. That's when you fuck a girl in her period.
All right, thank you.
We're bringing it back. All right, that's episode
You bastard.
15.
Episode
yeah.
15. Thanks for listening. Like our social media. Thank
Yeah.
you, Scott, for being
time.
here.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Shout out to
Man, room radio.
Geo specifically.
Yeah.
Room Radio.
Yeah, our favorite. I listened to it, and he's the best guy on there.
Yeah,
A little bit angry.
definitely not Levi.
He's the most energetic.
Yeah, a little bit angry, but you can feel his passion.
I like the energy.
Yeah, keep it up, Gio. Great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow. This is the Babylon Podcast. Wow. This is the Babylon Podcast. Wow. This is the Babylon Podcast.